Hi, y'all.
This is Lindy Hop Level 2, Week 4.
We focused this week for a whole month on swing out technique and floor craft. And fancy moves. We put some fancy moves in there. Fancy.
Yep.
Fancy. So the first thing that we talked about this class was our stretch and resistance. Remember the rubber band exercise? How we put the elastic band out and we stretched it and then we brought it back in. That is really relevant to our swing outs, and we talked about where those stretches come in. And the first one, we'll do it this way first, is at 4. So count 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remembering that the follows, you're not traveling on your 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're pretty much well doing it in place. You're maybe moving a smidgle because you're being that rock of Gibraltar for your partner. Yes.
And so we have a bit of tension right here. Mm-hmm. This is the beginning, and then that rubber band, we're letting it loose again.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
And we built up that tension again. And
so remember, we said if we dropped our connection right now, we will fall away. So we're going to drop because we have that resistance built up.
But we're not tugging at each other. We're each making the same amount of tension, and we're meeting it.
Yep. So we'll do it all the way through without stopping. So we had our stretch in connection on 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. The other thing that we focused on, or we talked about, was for the follows, not pulling up to an open connection. So what I meant by that was after 8 at 1 and 2, I'm not 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So what I felt right there was that my follower was actually pulling me in. She was back leading the beginning of the swing out.
Yep. So what you should be, what should be happening is that we're both releasing that tension or that stretch. So we're stretched here, and then we're releasing it.
Yeah.
Roger says yeah. Okay, so then after that we focused on what, Roger?
We were doing big swing outs and small swing outs, or different energy amounts in our swing outs.
Yep, so what we mean by that is if we do a nice big honking cheese of a swing out, there's a lot of stretch here. And you can create a really, lots of volume and space in your swing out. If we then do one with a little bit, there's still stretch.
There was still stretch at both 4 and 8.
Yep.
We just had a different amount of energy with it.
Yep. And that comes into play when you're doing, when we're also doing floor craft. So we talked about if you should so happen to be on a full dance floor or on a dance floor where maybe a leader has sent his follow, or what did we say?
Whether there was
the guy doing solo jazz.
But there was some crazy solo jazz person who was interrupting your dance.
You're swinging out. Hang on, I'm swinging out. Go crazy, go crazy jazz.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just do it. Okay, right. No, I'm a follow. No, do it. He's gonna do his crazy. Okay. And I'm a follow. I'm like, I'm so cute. Oh, you want to stay away from the crazy solo dancing jazz guy. So leaders, what that means is that if solo crazy dancing jazz guy comes in here and Roger is about to send me out to there, he might redirect the swing out. The other thing that Roger mentioned is doing a circle.
The easiest thing that if you don't have a placement wherever you were going to send your follower, the easiest thing to accommodate that is just turn it straight into a circle.
So as a follow, I felt the energy of the momentum to go forward, and then I felt Roger, or my leader, redirect that energy into a circle. All right, and then the final thing that we focused on was our Texas tummy. You ready? Yeah!
Or the swing out with the hand behind the back, and then also an Apache.
I don't know about that Apache.
Yeah, I don't normally refer to it as an Apache either.
Only if I'm being scalped would I like an Apache. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I don't even know if they did scalp people.
But for this move, we focused on all the techniques that we had just learned about all the normal things for a swing out, and especially up even till from 1 to 4 is the exact same for this. And so you still do all the other techniques and points that we clarified and drilled with you guys.
We did. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Five.
Remember on.
5.
Yeah, let's go out to
6, 7, and 8.
So let's do it again from this side. And on 5, we're not throwing the arm.
1, 2, 3, and 4. 5.
We're gently placing the left arm of the right arm of the follower, or the left hand of the leader, into our right hand of the leader.
And remember, it's palm to palm. There's no grabbing or holding of hand.
We're not thumb to thumb for a handshake. You could either be for more palm, or even just fingers or even just the tips of your fingers, still making contact. And then the leader is just letting the follower unwind
6, 7,
because she
and
already
8.
has momentum going that way. The leader is not pulling or tugging or unwinding her. The follower already has momentum and is unwinding herself.
Yep. So remember, just to add on what Roger said, for that type of move, or particularly for any type of turning move, you don't want your partner to pull you to unwind you from the move. In the Texas Tommy, you could do some damage to your follow's shoulder if you start pulling at her as she unwinds. Because boys like to see a spin, and we can spin really fast, but just let us do the work, boys. Or leaders. So again, our Texas Tommy at all the way through speed. Shall we do it this way?
Let's do it from open.
We're going to do it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then from the other direction. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woohoo! And we then talked about how generally awesome we are. Roger in particular.
Thank you guys. This is Roger.
I'm Kylie. Thanks for joining us this week, or this month. We had so much fun teaching swing out technique. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to come up and ask us, and social dance until your feet hurt.
Definitely social dance. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Bye.